And we're live. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Kat Shear, and this is a special presentation from Clydesdale Media. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone about our sponsors. RX Smart Gear provides world-class jump ropes, grips, and other gear for us all. Use the code Clydesdale15 for 15% off your order at rxsmartgear.com. Mobility Movement is a program that teaches you how to increase your capacity to heal, reduce recovery time, and restore your nervous system to peak health. Everyone gets a 7-day trial, and after that, our followers get their first month free when they use the code Clydesdale free month at mobilitymovement.com. And finally, C4 Energy, delivering the most effective, best tasting, and highest quality products. Get 20% off when you use the code Clydesdale at checkout at c4energy.com. And today on Meet the Athlete, we are chatting with Granite Games semifinalist Brittany Weiss.
Yes, hi.
Did I get that right? Hi, Brittany. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am good. You are looking to go to your second semifinal. You actually competed at West Coast last year. You went top 20. Sorry, you had a team.
Yeah.
Oh, fix my head here. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
You've been to the games, right?
Yeah.
You were on the Invictus team.
Right.
Here we go.
This
is what happens when you interview 8 people in one day. So you guys got first place at West Coast Classic, and you went top 20 in Madison last year at the games. Mm-hmm. Question for you: when did you decide to qualify as an individual, and when was that your goal?
Well, actually, I did. Well, I qualified as an individual this year, but I'm actually going team.
So, you are?
Yeah. So I was kind of going back and forth this season on what I actually wanted to do. If I wanted to take things to the individual side or go team again, but team was just so much fun last year, and I kind of wanted to get more experience out on the floor. So team again this year, and then we'll reassess for next year.
I love it. Okay. Are you related to Bryce Smith?
He's my boyfriend.
Okay. He's a podcast host, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't have headphones. I love it. This is great.
For me to wear, but yeah.
You're fine.
I personally don't.
So who's on the team with you?
This year it's me, Devin Kim, Josh Alchama, and then Jorge Fernandez.
Wonderful. Has the leaderboard been updated? Because it looks like you're still on the leaderboard at Granite Games for individual. Had you?
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's so
I might have to double check again, but I could be wrong. Who at Invictus is your primary coach?
Right now it's Holden and Hunter. They were both on Invictus teams in the past. They've kind of taken things over. CJ kind of like overlooks everything, but at each training session, Holden and Hunter are there.
So. And is Karen coming? The whole crew from Invictus? You guys doing the Airbnb and everything else?
Yeah, we actually are sending 2 teams, so it's going to be really exciting to have both of us there. More people, the better, you know?
Yeah, that's great. What kind of adjustments have you made in training from last year to this year?
Oh, man. I feel like this season is since last year is the first year I've been like healthy for a full year. Like injuries kind of pushing me back. So that's been like a really big change. And honestly, my mindset, like last year, I just feel like everything started and ended here. So it was something that I really had to work on in the off season. And this year I feel like I'm like mentally and physically the fittest I've been. So it's really exciting to get back out there.
That is exciting. Have you been following the semifinals up until now?
Yeah, and I'm getting so stoked. It's like so fun to watch everybody do it, but then it's like you want to be out there already.
You're raring to go. Any takeaways from the performances that you've seen thus far?
Honestly, just going out there and doing what we know we can. You know, we've had a good amount of time leading up just to kind of like put some finishing touches on things we really needed to work on. And now that we know the workouts, we hit them last week, and we're just feeling good. We mesh well as a team, so we're excited to get out there.
What does weekend nutrition look like for you at a competition?
A lot of carbs, and I'm not really somebody that likes to like eat food during competition, so I drink a lot.
Okay.
As carbs, protein shakes, and all that. Thankfully, Karen, feeds us throughout the weekend, has food available for us, morning, lunch, evening. So it makes it so easy, which is, we're so grateful to have her and Pops cooking for us all weekend. So yeah, again, it makes it easy and a lot of carbs.
You just get to focus on working out for sure.
Yeah.
What do you like to do when you're not working out?
I like to be in the sun, outside, hiking,
Okay.
beach. The beach is 10 minutes from us, so we spend a lot of time there. And then just kind of relaxing, playing with the dogs. Yeah.
Let's talk about the dogs for a second, because you have two?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay. Names, breeds, personalities.
Kobe is a Shar-Pei Husky mix.
Ooh, that's
4.
interesting.
Yeah, he's really rolly. And then Murphy, we think he's like 8. Bryce actually had Murphy before we started dating.
Okay.
And he's a mix, like a Rhodesian mix of some sort. They were both rescues. So yeah, they're great. A lot of energy and they keep us busy.
Yeah, pretty big size dogs too, right? You're talking 60 pounds-ish stuff.
Yes.
Very cool. Let's talk a little bit about your teammates. You see those memes all the time about, the different personalities on a team and, which ones doesn't never know what the workout is and one who's always like the cheerleader. Do you take on different roles over the course of the weekend? Like who's the mother hen or the papa bear and who, what are some of the characters like?
Right. I feel like I'm the mama hen.
Okay.
Devin's a little bit younger. She was in the teenage division.
Okay.
She competed all 4 years, actually 14, 15 twice, and then the 16, 17-year-old twice. But she's fun. She brings a lot of energy. She loves TikTok, so she's always making us dance and do all the fun stuff.
That's awesome.
But I'm super excited for her to be a part of it this year and hopefully punch our ticket back so she can experience that again. I feel like Jorge's the papa bear.
Okay.
Like from us two, like we're on the team together last year, so we just learned so much together. And he just is always trying to make us better, and putting our best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh likes to talk a lot.
That can be a good distraction sometimes.
He's the talker, but it's been so fun to have him around. And he brings the energy just as much as Devin does. So we all bring different, stuff to the team, but it works. It's fun.
Have you ever been to Granite Games before?
No, it's actually my first time.
Okay. So Invictus has a lot of experience there. I feel like, I know, like when Sam was on a team with Margot, that was at Granite Games in 2019, and they're so used to traveling all over. But at least you got the Vegas heat out of the way last year, right?
Yes, that 5K run was awful.
I can imagine. I mean, how are you feeling about the whole thing being outside?
Honestly, I've been looking at the temperatures and they really don't look that bad. Like I know that it's like hotter on the turf, but we actually have a field that we've been going to for like the past 4 weeks in training on. So I'm hoping, there's not as much humidity here, but I'm hoping that, all our practice there will kind of transfer over. I'm originally from North Carolina, so I know the heat and humidity pretty well.
Okay. Yeah. And last year it was so unseasonably hot. Like no one expected that. So I can't imagine that, they'll get that twice, 2 times in a row. It should be a little more mild and you should be fine. But it's always a concern of mine, just like with what do they do if it rains? Like what happens, to the events and what will you do and will adjustments have to be made? So we'll have to see.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But right now it's looking like it's going to be pretty cool.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your athletic background and sort of how you became a CrossFitter.
My athletic background. I was a gymnast for 16 years before CrossFit. I finished through my senior year of high school and it was enough. I really just didn't want to do it in college. I kind of wanted to have a life, going from, school every day and then training for 5 hours. It was just like, I really just didn't have, that high school experience. So I was like, you know what, I kind of want to just do my thing. And went off to school. And then my mom actually started CrossFit before all of us.
Really?
Yeah, because my sister also does CrossFit. She actually won the 16 and 17-year-old age division in 2016.
Very cool.
So my
But
mom.
now, were you in North Carolina for this, or are you in California?
We were back in North Carolina for this. So my mom started, and she was like, after I finished gymnastics, she was like, you should really try it. Like, it'll keep you in shape. Like, and I was like, oh my God, doing things for time, like, and lifting a barbell. No, I'm not interested. And, I'm so used to like doing like a minute and a half, like beam routines, or like a 2-minute floor routine, like working for a long period of time. I was like, no, thanks. But anyways, I gave in and I tried it. And, I actually did not like it at first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it just like wasn't something that I like really enjoyed. And then my mom signed me up for a local competition. And
oh wow.
Yeah, and I won the local competition, and I was like, well, maybe I could actually be pretty good at this. So then that's kind of when I just like started. And then I don't know, was it 2014 or 2015? I went on a team for the first time. And then 2016 and 2017, I went individually to regionals. And then I moved out here. And then last year, I finally qualified with the team to go to the games. So, yeah.
Always a competitor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And while gymnastics, you're on a team, it is very individual.
Yeah.
It's your performance and no one else's. So what is it like to have to sort of depend on 3 other people to make sure that your day's going well?
I actually love it. Like it's nice to have someone to suffer with out there, or like, like when you're doing these workouts, it's like you can kind of talk to each other, like, I'm here with you, like, and it makes you want to push even harder because you don't want to let anybody down, right? So it's like, if I'm going into a workout that I'm super nervous about and it's not a strength of mine, I know that I can lean on my teammates, and everyone is super supportive of everyone. So it's different. As much as I do love individual, being on a team, I just feel is so special, and you just create this bond with 3 other people that's like indescribable. Like it's awesome. It really is.
Yeah, I like working on a team because you get some rest. At least at the level where I am competing at. If I'm on a team, it's usually, one person goes, the other person goes. You have to cobble a workout together, and that rest comes in handy for sure.
Yes. I feel
really
like doing a lot of like pairs work together, or like conga long style type stuff. So like it is like some individual stuff,
Yeah.
On a team, which I think is good, because when you have 4 people, you can hide some people. So it's nice to like be able to like get everybody's fitness level out there, just for like competition purposes,
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, being on a team is so much fun. And Invictus is just great. Like seeing the sea of green in the stands and all of that. It's always awesome. So.
Yeah. Is the family going to come out and watch?
Yeah, my mom's going to come. They just got a new puppy, so my dad's staying home with the boxer.
Priorities.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, my mom's going to come out.
Okay. All right. So we talked a little bit on Instagram. You'll be finished on Sunday. You'll get to have special treats, and we share a love of Crumbl cookies.
Yes.
There's not one near me, which I always say is a blessing, because it would happen every single week. But I looked up the flavors. Have you seen the flavors for this week?
I did, but I need to look at them again.
Okay, we can discuss. I will go through them for you. So, and I would like you to rate or give me your opinion on all. So we got the classic, the milk chocolate chip.
You want me to rate them now, like as you
go?
I
mean, just like, just talk about
it. Honestly, you can never go wrong with a chocolate chip cookie. I always rate that, like, let's say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's always very, very good. I prefer them warm, but they're even good the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
The next one is served warm. It's a pink donut, soft vanilla cookie topped with pink vanilla glaze, splash of rainbow sprinkles, and a hole just like a donut.
Donuts are one of my favorite treats, so I'm assuming I've never had this one.
Okay, me neither.
I know it's not a new flavor, but if I had to guess, maybe like a 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay, you like the vanilla base cookie.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a lemon crinkle, a cakey lemon cookie rolled in sugar crystals and powdered sugar. Served warm.
Not the lemon.
Lemon.
So let's do like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I probably would. My husband lives and dies by lemon, so I would have to get one, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, another one served warm, s'mores. This is a fan favorite typically. Yeah, graham cracker cookie, milk chocolate chips, toasted marshmallow. You cannot go wrong. That one I don't love if it's not warm though. Like if I have leftovers, I'm nuking it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got walnut fudge brownie. Thick brownie cookie, semi-sweet chocolate, creamy chocolate glaze, sprinkle walnuts.
I love chocolate, but I'm not a huge fan of walnuts. So let's go 4 or 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't like their chocolate base for whatever reason. And I love chocolate, but chocolate, I'm not a fan of their chocolate cookies. And then we've got served chilled cookie dough. Brown sugar cookie topped with cookie dough, buttercream, and chunks of delicious cookie dough pieces.
Oh, that sounds bomb. I've never had that one, but that one sounds really good.
The only thing that's turning me off is that the pieces of cookie dough look like the ones that are in Ben and Jerry's that look like little pellets. Like they're not like naturally formed. They're like very much like came out of a machine. So we'll have to see. I will not be getting them this weekend because I won't be around one. My son goes to school in I live in Delaware. My son goes to school in Williamsburg, Virginia, and there's like 4 on the way to his school. So if we're down and back to school, we'll always like pick them up on the way there or the way back. But he's home for the summer now. So there's no traveling in my future this weekend. And I think the closest one's like an hour and a half away. So those flavors are not worth it for me to travel. But I will tell you that the waffle, if you ever had the waffle.
Oh my gosh. Yes, with the syrup. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, I would go. If that one came up, I would just make the trip. Oh man. All right. So we'll be cheering you on this weekend. One final question. If I see you in the stands as a fan watching the show, I go home and I'm telling my friends about it and I say, man, that Brittany Weiss, she's blank. What would you want me to say about you?
Oh, dang. Watching me in the stands and you want someone to what they would say about me.
I've watched you perform all weekend.
I want to say that she crushed it. The team crushed it.
Sounds like a winner right there. Yeah.
Gold.
She crushes. She crushes. Well, say hi to the family for me. Make sure you say hi to Karen and Pops for me. And I wish I was going, but I'm not.
Oh, man.
So
you were there last week, right?
I was I mean, I've been to a lot of them, but I just opened up an affiliate. So I have, and I am the only coach. So pretty much I'm chained to my gym for now. But best of luck to you. My co-host Scott will be there. So look for Scott in the Clydesdale media shirt and we'll be sure to grab you and say hello.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Right. Thank you. Have a great day.